Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadhe. In chapter 20, as the narration continues, we will also know about how Shankar Bhatt got the illuminous, glorious form of Lord Shripad. When Shankar Bhatt went to visit Lord Shripad at Kurugaddi, he could get his vision as an extremely radiant form with a calm gaze full of compassion, love, knowledge, and illuminous energy. When he touched his feet, he felt his physical body becoming heavy. Black radiations were being emitted from every organ of his body. Seeing this, Shripad Prabhu said to him, "Those are the negative radiations of the sinful part of you. Now you have only positive energy in you." This is the case in every human being. On being separated, when the sinful part of a human leaves him, then he is on the path of salvation. A Brahmin should accept donation only for his survival and not for his greed. Such a Brahmin reaches the highest level of evolution, Brahmatva. For a moment, Lord Shripad maintained silence. After some time, he touched the ground with his right hand, and suddenly a glorious light was emitted on his left side. All materials required for yajna, which is a sacrificial offering, was available. Fruits, flowers, a little gold, silver, a necklace studded with 9 jewels, holy fire, and many more things. The negative energy given out by Shankar Bhatt's body transformed into a human form and was agitated with the happening. The form made fearful sounds, and very soon it was burned to ashes in the holy fire under Lord Shripad's instructions. Shankar Bhatt felt the heat in his body, but a divine flow of energy from Lord Shripad's eyes calmed him down, and he went into a meditative trance. On a Thursday afternoon, Lord Shripad called Shankar Bhatt. At that moment, a silver vessel emerged in his hand from nowhere. It contained halwa, a sweet, which was offered to him by Shreshti. Shreshti's granddaughter Lakshmi Vasavi had tied a rakhi, that is a sacred thread which a sister ties to her brother's wrist, and she was blessed by him. The sweet halwa was distributed to all but still remained. The vessel was then released in the Krishna river on his instructions by Guru Charan. Shripad Prabhu then told Guru Charan, "This is a reward for your incessant chanting, Shri Guru Sharanam, Swami Sharanam. The principles of devotion to your supreme teacher must now be shared with Shankar Bhatt by you." Shri Guru Charan then said to Shankar Bhatt, "Even though Lord Shripad has assumed this physical form, he is still formless. All divine beings are merged in him. He is a supreme teacher in the path of yoga. Vashishta Rishi would perform a yajna with the necessary materials, but Vishwamitra would do the same without any material. Lord Shripad would allow any form of yajna as he knows the secrets and essence of any of these forms. He would see his mother in any woman and would behave like her child. Even the woman would have maternal instincts towards him. This is Mahamaya." Guru Charan was an ardent devotee of Dattatreya in this Kali Yuga, but he had a lot of problems financially. Some people of his village told him to start worshipping another deity. He thought it correct, and in his dream, Lord Dattatreya appeared in the form of a butcher. He said, "I am Datta. You may worship any other god or goddess, but they are all my forms. No one can protect you except me in these 3 worlds. As you are my shadow, I can never leave you." When Guru Charan woke up in the morning, a man was standing outside his house with a basket on his head. It contained a sapling of the Audumbar tree. The man said to Guru Charan, "This sapling is from Lord Shripad's grandmother's garden. Plant this in your garden and you shall find an end to your suffering. Your wishes too will be fulfilled." Guru Charan did as he was told. The man further said, "The philosophy of this creation is immersed in Lord Dattatreya. Even if the astrological chart of a person indicates a bad period in his life, the Guru enables and fortifies his disciple to endure mental stress and severe insult. Lord Dattatreya gives his devotees life energy through his abode, the Audumbar tree. A lowly thinking person feels that he is alive due to his own energy. The truth is, the life force or the prana shakti radiated from the Audumbar is enough to keep all living beings alive. Shri Dattatreya is present in a subtle form at the roots of this tree. Guru Charan was now full of joy and tended to the Audumbar sapling with great love and devotion. A relative of Guru Charan was a trader in silk cloth. He would worship this Audumbar tree and circumambulate it daily. When any difficult situation would arise in Guru Charan's life, he would also circumambulate the tree and pray for the well-being of all of the family members. By Lord Dattatreya's grace, the situation would improve. All desires would be fulfilled. Having an Audumbar tree in one's house indicates the presence of Lord Dattatreya himself there. There are truly no words to describe the greatness of the Audumbar tree. Guru Charan reached Pithikapur. One day, in connection with his business, he went to Bapannacharya's house. Shripad Prabhu was sitting there with Bapannacharya. Lord Shripad would water a thorny tree in his garden and tend to it lovingly. The tree was Vishwavadhani in its previous birth, who used to reside opposite Bapannacharya's house. He used to say, "The self-illumined Lord Dattatreya incarnated at Bapannacharya's house as Shripad Shri Vallabh, but where is the proof of it?" He would utter rude statements and argue first to annoy Narasimhavarma. He would even insult Bapannacharya. He did not perform the last rites of his grandfather systematically. In short, he was a very unpopular person. The outcome of his sinful deeds and brash statements was that he was born as a thorny tree. Lord Shripad took Guru Charan near the tree and said, "O grandfather Vishwavadhani, Guru Charan is your son from the previous birth. I am getting your last rites done through him sincerely." On Shripad Prabhu's instructions, Guru Charan uprooted the tree and performed its last rites. He then had a bath and applied ash from the burnt tree on his forehead. Lord Shripad is a great yogi and the creator of this illusionary universe. He experiences the Trinity as one, that is creation, place, that is space, and rhythm, that is time, or physical, subtle, and causal bodies, and past, present, and future as one tense. So every day is present tense for him. Adi Parashakti, the primal energy force and creation of this universe are possible only due to Lord Shripada's determination. Determination and success are possible simultaneously only due to him. When Bapannarya asked Lord Shripad, "Who is Vasavi Kanya?" Lord Shripad answered as follows: "The energy in feminine form as Vasavi Kanya is present in masculine form as Shripad Shri Vallabh. So they are considered as brother and sister." Lord Shripad attracts all the sins of his devotees and relieves them of it. If a devotee eventually prays to his family deity, it is equivalent to worshipping Lord Shripad. He rewards his devotees. Man must do his duty. Even Shri Krishna has stated in the Bhagavad Gita, "Man cannot be devoid of karma." Lord Shripad gets easily pleased with his devotees, even merely thinking about him. So he is called Smartrugami. Also, Lord Dattatreya is full of compassion and love for his devotees, and so neither his principles nor he himself can ever be finite. The incarnation of Rama and Krishna had a finite end. Lord Shripad rushes to his devotees' call. He brings them out of misery or difficulty in life. Lord Shripad then informed Guru Charan about the life-giving herb Sanjivani called Somalata. This is found at Mansarovar, origin of the Sindhu River, mountain of Sri Shailya, Badri Forest, Sahyadri Mountains, Vindhya, Mahendra Hill, and many more places. This herb saved Lakshmana's life. People suffering from rare diseases get cured by this herb. Also, this removes the fear or phobia of fire, water, and poison. One gets the reward of the 8 Siddhi or the unique powers. There are 24 such medicinal herbs. They have to be plucked with utmost humility and with the utterance of the Veda mantra. They have a glow which can be seen in the dark nights of the Amavasya, that is new moon. So they are easy to find. The 24 medicinal herbs are Som, Mahasom, Chandra, Anshuman, Manjuvan, Rajat Prabhu, Durva, Kanyan, Shwetan, Kanak Prabha, Pratanvan, Lalevruta, Kardir, Anshavan, Swayam Prabha, Rudraksha, Gayatri, Eshtham, Pavat, Jagat, Shakar, Anishtham, Raikta, and Tripad Gayatri. When Lord Shripad completed his meditative trance, he called Gurucharan and Shankar Bhatt to meet him. He gave them fruits with his own divine hands and said, "Now you both go to Manchal village on the other side of the river Krishna. The village deity there will bless you. After that, you both return here. That village is going to be a famous place in the future. Some centuries later, at my birthplace, that is, at my grandfather's house, a great organization, Mahasamsthan, will be set up. There, my earlier incarnation, my present incarnation, and the future incarnation forms, along with my paduka, that is a holy footwear, will also be established. A person who belongs to the Vashishta Rishi lineage will be the priest at my temple." Thus, Shankar Bhatt and Guru Charan took Lord Shripada's blessings and set off to Manchal village. Chapter 20 ends here, and the listener or the reader will be benefited with the end of all miseries and sufferings in life. May Lord Shripad bless us all. Shripad Rajam Sharanam Prapadhe.